Hello everyone and welcome back to Madridista Notes channel. Today we are going to be having a discussion about the quarterfinal matches of the Qatar World Cup 2022. What a match day yesterday. It was really unexpected. The Portugal versus Morocco one. It wasn't totally unexpected, to be fair. I was certain that Morocco would have really sturdy defense, that Portugal will have a hard time breaking down, but I didn't really expect that Portugal won't even be able to score a single goal. That was what surprised me a lot, and the kind of valiant effort that the Moroccans have been showing for the whole World Cup. It should not come as a surprise anymore how good they are as a defensive unit, how well they defend as a team, how structured their defensive positions are, and how they plug the gaps, plug the holes in their defense whenever one player is pulled away from their position. Another player just comes there, joins the and just plugs that hole, plugs that gap. It's just a great show of a defensive game plan to perfection. Morocco has totally got that down to perfection. It was really not super exciting like the match that happened against Brazil versus Croatia or Netherlands versus Argentina the earlier day, but it was more of a tactical game from the Moroccan team, and the Portuguese attack had nothing in response. We can check some of the ratings. Let's check. I'm going to share the screen and let's check the ratings and some of the statistics. Morocco won, of course, 1-0 against Portugal. Um, it was a 4-3-3 lineup from Portugal and 4-3-3 lineup from Morocco. In paper, both of the teams came out with the same formation, but it doesn't happen how it's on the paper, of course. In goal, Diogo Costa, and defender for it was a back four consisting of Rafael Guerrero, Diogo Dalot, Pepe, and Ruben Diaz. In midfield, three: Ruben Neves, Otavio, and Bernardo Silva, and in attack, Joao Felix, Gonzalo Ramos, and Bruno Fernandes. Fernando Santos, Portuguese coach, decided to um, give Ramos the chance. He gave him the opportunity after his hat trick against Switzerland. He rewarded him with another start against Morocco, and you cannot fault him for that. You cannot just take out the hat trick hero from the last match and bring back, even though Cristiano Ronaldo is the captain and the legend of Portugal and world football, the informed player who scores three goals in the last match should start, but there could be something Fernando Santos could have done to include Ronaldo and play as true striker position. Maybe Joao Felix in the 10 and maybe take out Otavio for Fernandez or something like that. He could have done something like that, but it's up to him. But I didn't really think after seeing the lineup he did anything that wrong. His selection for the quarterfinal against Morocco, I would say it was all right. I wouldn't say he made a mistake there. And the game plan was, I would say, the same that they played in Switzerland, but the main difference against Switzerland is Switzerland's defense was totally really bad. They were really bad. on that day, and they really suffered against Portugal. They had no structure. Their defenders were all over the pitch. The midfield didn't give enough support. There were holes all over that defense, and Portuguese midfielders found those holes and just threaded the balls. Joe Felix, Fernandez enjoyed a lot of happiness, and Gonzalo Ramos, of course, with the three goals and etc. But Morocco, the kind of defensive structure they have, the kind of solidity, defensive solidity, and the strategy of their team. There was no hole in that defense. You needed something extraordinary to break that defense, and Portugal didn't have the answer for that. Nothing extraordinary. Of course, Cristiano is the player who used to do extraordinary things and pull Portugal out of these holes when he was the protagonist. But time, of course, time is not on his side anymore. He's 37, 38. And so slowly but surely looks like even the Portuguese national team is phasing him out. And that's the sad thing, but you expect those kind of things. And there was no one to do those really extraordinary things. And so Morocco, after they got their goal, I was really not hopeful that Portugal will get back onto the match. And you can see from the ratings there, from this rating app Footmode, that Diogo Costa had a horrendous game because the goal, I would say it was 70%, 75% his mistake that cost Portugal the goal, because he totally misjudged the flight of the ball. He couldn't get the ball or the guy. He couldn't put any pressure, and it was a free header for En Nesiri. And Dalot got a 7, Pepe, Diaz, Guerrero, everyone in the six categories. Neves, the six category, Otavio and Silva in seven categories. I didn't really like how Otavio performed though. I wasn't really impressed by it. Bernardo Silva was anonymous. Bruno Fernandes tried, and he one of his shots hit the crossbar. That was a bit unlucky, and he was the one of the players that was trying really hard and making a little bit of difference. So Gonzalo Ramos didn't really enjoy anything much, was mostly anonymous in the match, and Felix, both Felix the same, didn't really get much opportunities, no clear-cut chances in front of goal, couldn't really create much. So the ratings here look justified. I would give less for to Bernardo Silva and to Otavio too. I would say Bernardo Silva and Dalot. Yeah, those two players, I like how they played it for Portugal, but that's it. And moving on to the Moroccan team, Bono with the man of the match, and he gets the best rating. Of course, he is just a magnificent goalkeeper. How commanding he is in his box, and how he just totally everything he was doing well. He was just extraordinary, magnificent. So he deservedly gets the man of the match. Morocco started with a 4-3-3 in defense. Atiatullah Saiz, the captain of Morocco, Yamik Hakimi, in the midfield three, Amallah, the super impressive Amrabat, Onahi, and in attack, Gofal and Nesiri, the goal scorer, and Hakim Ziyech. We can see that Saiz got injured and was replaced. Hopefully, he will be fit enough to play the next match, because I don't really know the updates on Agward. Agward and Saiz are the main starting 11 centre backs for Morocco, and I think they will be needed to have a chance for Morocco to have a chance in it against France. And we can see that the ratings look more or less fair. Amrabat 7, and he was really impressive. And Nesiri with the goal 8. Yeah, it was a really good finish, and he got the perfect opportunity to totally head it home. Uncontested, clear, not uncontested, but a clear header, and with an open goal. Hakim Ziyech wasn't as impressive, but did his job. Bofal expected a bit better from him, but he's alright. But they need to have better attacking display against France. The chances they were getting in counter attacks, they were totally not being able to take advantage of those chances. Bofal will need to be better in those uh, positions as well as Amallah and Atiatullah Amrabat. Unahi um, played well. Hakimi, yeah, former Real Madrid player, he of course played well. Yamik was really, really impressive. I was really impressed by how he defended alongside Saiz. We didn't really see the absence of Aguerd. The absence of Aguerd wasn't felt because he played magnificently at yet a line left back. He played impressive. He was with the assist, but he needs to be more. mm he needs to do better in the final third. He needs to be more calm because he had some opportunities and totally flapped the line. So let's check out some of the uh, Cristiano Ronaldo and Joe Cancelo came on the 51st minute. Joe Cancelo came in place of Rafael Guerrero after conceding. Fernando Santos went for a more attacking approach, taking off Rafael Guerrero and bringing in Joao Cancelo, who is a more attacking-oriented fullback. Cristiano Ronaldo was brought on for Ruben Neves, taking out the defensive midfielder and bringing on another striker. So far so good for Portugal, but still no breakthrough. And then 69th minute, Rafael Leo and Vitinha comes on. Rafael Leo comes on for Gonzalo Ramos, and Vitinha comes on for I think Otavio. Yeah, Otavio. And in the end, Ricardo Horta came on for Diogo Dalot. So I would say Fernando Santos didn't really make any mistakes in substitutions and stuff like that. I don't really know much about Ricardo Horta, but Vitinha, Rafael Joao Cancelo, Cristiano Ronaldo, I would agree with all those subs, the subs that he made, but it was just not Portugal's day, and it was Morocco's extraordinary game plan and the way they totally executed the game plan. It was all Morocco on Morocco. I wouldn't take anything away from Morocco. For Morocco, 57th minute, Ashraf Dari came for the captain size. He was injured. He played. He did his job. He played well. And around the 65th minute mark came Walid Chedira for En Nasiri and Badr Banyune at the 65th minute for Amalda, and I'm really, really not impressed with Walid Shadira. He is not a player that impressed me. Even when he played in Spain, he looks a little bit overweight, and he flubbed some chances against Spain, and of course against Portugal here too. In the counter, he couldn't really impact the game enough, and he got some he did some foolish tackles and stuff and got himself a red, and uh, that was really dumb and foolish, and Morocco had to defend with 10 men for the last 5 minutes, so he's not gonna be able to play the semifinals. And I think that's not a problem for Morocco because he feels like someone who shouldn't be really coming in as a substitute. Someone else should be allowed to have those opportunities instead of him. He hasn't really done anything much. And Zakaria Abukhal, Yahya Zabrani, the other substitute, came on 82nd minute. They didn't really impact much in the game, so no ratings for them. The ratings are fair so far, I would say. Let's check out some of the stats. Ball possession, Morocco with 27% and Portugal with 73%. From this ball possession stat, we can see that Portugal dominated the possession, but dominating possession doesn't mean chance creation. They didn't really create any clear-cut opportunities for the forwards to bounce onto. The midfielders or the forwards couldn't really create enough chances to get back into the game. So the possession stats there is misleading. Portugal didn't really do much with their majority of the possession. Whatever possession Morocco had, they really used it well. There were some counters where Morocco could have gone even 2-0 up. I don't really like these expected goals XG stats, but it looks like the XG at least saying the truth here. Morocco with 1.4 XG and Portugal with 0.92 because from that 20%, 7% possession, and if you watch the game, Morocco had the better of the chances and total shots 9 for Morocco, 12 for Portugal. Big chances 2 for Morocco. Yeah, there was another big chance that will on to, I would say, the Walid Shedira guy, maybe, and big chances for Portugal. Three. I don't remember Portugal having too many big chances. There was one header from Pepe, maybe another one of header. I don't really remember that much about the big chances from Portugal. Big chances means it shows Portugal 3, Morocco 1. With passes 71% with 176 passes for Morocco and for Portugal 86% of accurate passing with 567 passes, fouls committed. Oh, of course, because Morocco were the team with the better defensive, and they were on the defensive most of the game. So 15 fouls committed is normal to see here against Portugal's 9, offsides equal to 2, corners 3 to 9. Yeah, corners because Portugal were crossing and looking for something to happen, so it's normal to see there that Portugal had the majority land share of the corners. So let's check some of the opportunities that the game provided us around fourth minute mark. Felix had a header that was saved by the goalkeeper around the 6 minute mark, and Nasiri with a header missed and went over the bar around 13 minute mark. Rafael Guerrero, a left-footed shot that was blocked by the defender around 18 minute mark. Hakim Ziyech for Morocco, left-footed shot missed. It went really wide of the right side around 26 minute mark again, and Nasiri header it missed and went far away from the goal around 31st minute mark. Joao Felix again right footed shot blocked by the defender around 35th minute mark. Amalla with a left footed shot miss, it went high over the bar. Bufal around around 35th minute mark, right-footed shot. It was saved by Diogo Costa around 39th minute mark. Joao Felix again, right-footed shot, miss over the bar. And around 42th minute mark, En Nesiri with the goal, the mistake from Diogo Costa and header the goal around 45th minute mark. The bar hit the bar that Bruno Fernandes. It looked like he wanted to cross or something. I don't know, but it was a right-footed shot. It hit the post, and then in the extra time of the first half, Atiyat Allah again left-footed shot way way off target. And then in the second half, Onahi, 55th minute mark, right footed shot, miss way over the post. You can see here, way over the post, around 58th minute mark, header by Gonzalo Ramos, miss way off target. You can see here around 61st minute mark, Joao Felix header blocked, and then 64th minute mark, Bruno Fernandes right-footed shot. It was really close. I remember this one. It was really close, and Bruno Fernandes were livid. He was cursing a lot. Bernardo Silva from 75th first minute, right-footed. You can just see it was nowhere near. 82nd minute, Joao Felix, left-footed shot, saved by Bono. It was a really good save by Bono. I remember this one. Cristiano Ronaldo, right-footed shot, saved by Bono. That was another good save by Bono. 96th minute mark, Abu Khal Abu Khlal, right-footed shot saved by Diogo Costa, and 97th minute mark. This one was really close from Pepe. It looked like, yeah, it was going in, but it just missed. So that were the chances that both the teams got. Though, so I see that Bruno Fernandes shot that hit the post, the other one that just went over the bar, and this Pepe one. These three were really the unlucky ones that Portugal would be not they would be wooing these missed opportunities and stuff like that. We can see from the defense, defensive and other duels that it was more or less when it comes to duel, it was more or less an even match. Duels won 41-45 for Portugal, 48% for Morocco, 52% for Portugal. Ground duels, aerial duels, 48% for Morocco and 52% for Portugal. And successful dribbles, 53% for Morocco and 46% for Portugal. So it was more or less totally even matchup when it came to duels. And the passes, of course, in this kind of categories, Portugal really dominated, but it was expected because they had the major surety of the possession. And so, yeah, that's my review of the match for Morocco versus Portugal. I would say Morocco are the deserved winners, and hopefully they give us a really great match against France. Now, let's talk about a little bit France versus England. It was something people, I would say, I was France. I would say before the match that France were the uh, not the hot favorites, but had slight advantage because of the form of Kylian Mbappe, Olivier Giroud, and the kind of reputation England has in big competitions. That's why France had the advantage, I would say, but it was more of a 50-50 match compared to the every single match in the other quarterfinal rounds. So, but we saw some really interesting stuff in that match. Let's check out the stats for England versus France. Of course, England lost to France 2-1, courtesy of a Harry Kane penalty miss. That must be really heartbreaking for the English fans. And of course, Harry Kane and the English fans. Around the 70th minute mark, Tchouameni scored. That was a magnificent shot from Tchouameni. He is on course to becoming a world-class midfielder. And Giroud, what a rich vein of form. He is enjoying this World Cup. He is just, whenever France needs him, he is just coming through with the goals. And Kane with the penalty, it was a dumb penalty given by Chouameni. Chouameni, I don't know, I didn't really expect that kind of foolish tackle from him. I think it was he will just make mistakes and learn, so it's all right. But the second penalty given by Theo Hernandez, that was just a brain fart. That was too dumb, too dumb. I don't know why he would make that challenge and totally just self sabotage. He totally sabotaged France, but thankfully Kane wasn't up to the task and totally skied penalty. England started with a 4-3-3 and France went with a 4-2-3-1. Let's go from the France team. On the right side, Loris in goal. The back four consisting of Koundé, Varane, Upamecano, and Theo Hernandez. In the double pivot in midfield, Chouameni and Rabiot. And the front four consisting of Kylian Mbappe, Antoine Griezmann, Dembele, and Giroud. And you can see from the ratings that other than Theo Hernandez and his boneheaded mistake, everything else is green. And Griezmann with both the assists gets the man of the match deservedly. So I wasn't really impressed with Upamecano too. To be fair, I would say he made lots of mistakes. I am not really comfortable with him in defense. I don't know how Bayern fans feel about him, but I don't feel like he is. high level enough to be relied upon by a team like Bayern Munich or France. Or maybe I'm being harsh on him. It was an off day for him. Tchouameni and Rabiot had good games. Koundé had a good game. Rafael Varane, I would say, had an okay game. Lloris had a good game. Dembele with an okay game. Griezmann with a great game. Mbappe with an okay game. And Giroud with another great game. So I would say the ratings are more or less fair. Let's get to the England team. Pickford, he was okay, nothing extraordinary. Shaw, yeah, below par. Walker, below par. Stones, below par. Maguire, below par. Bellingham, totally below par. Didn't see anything from him. Rice, all right. Henderson, nothing from him. Saka was the best player of England. I don't know why Gareth Southgate took him off. It was really a weird decision. He was wreaking havoc down the right hand side, and I want to. His contract situation is looks a little bit like we can take advantage of. I would really love it if Real Madrid went in and attempted to sign him because he is a player that I would like to have in Real Madrid's right wing. Kane with the penalty scored and with the penalty missed, tough luck, but he was okay before the penalty minutes. The Foden below par for me. So the ratings are more or less fair. I would give less to Foden, more to Saka. Yeah, that's it. That's it. I would say. Kingsley Coman, the only substitute for France, came on around the 79th minute mark for Dembele. Raheem Sterling came on for, I think, Bukayo Saka. Totally um, a baffling substitution. Mason Mount, 79th minute, I think, came on for Henderson. That's it. Marcus Rashford and Jack Grealish came on for, oh no, Foden. Marcus Rashford came on for Foden, and Jack Grealish in the 90th minute came on for, I don't know who he came on for. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I have no idea. But whatever, they didn't really make any kind of impact whatsoever. The stats ball possession, England with the better ball possession stats of 57% and France with 43%. England dominated the second half, I would say. France were lucky not to concede and totally lucky not for the match to not go to the extra time. If England even had the chance to take the match away from France, I would say England were the better team on the night, but France were more clinical. That's it. Expected XG goals, England with a 2.41, France with a 1.01. So you can see from these XG stats too that France were how clinical France were because the Tchouameni one was just extraordinary, great shot, world class shot. That's it. England with 16 shots and France with 8 shots. England with 3 big chances created and France with 2. England with 2 big chances missed. France with 1. 88% pass accuracy for England. 81% for France. That's it. Let's check out some of the instances, attacks. But no, let's just check out the duels say a little bit of different story. 52 duels won to 53 for France. England were the better. Even from these statistics, you can see that ground duels in England enjoyed the majority in aerial duels. France just trumps it and dribbles same. Uh, all over the statistics and everything. England are the one who dominated, but football is totally played on the pitch, on the grass, not on the sheets, on papers with paint. So that's why France are the one who takes away the victory, even though England would feel that they were hard done by. But you don't take your opportunities, you don't score your penalties, so it's gonna come bite you in the ass, of course. And France are the deserved winners, and so there will be a really, really exciting match for France versus Morocco. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, kindly like, comment, and subscribe. See you in my next video. Take care. Have a good day.